watching him as an actor, I'm just like, oh yeah, ooh. Yeah, that was really nice. I'm always taking notes because it's magic. It's what he does is very fine.
Now, I have been really enjoying the Night Court revival of this iconic sitcom. What has it been like getting such a positive response to bringing back such, an iconic show?
Oh gosh, it's been such a relief. I had so much anxiety. Thankfully, we got to see six episodes before they aired. So I was familiar with what was coming out. We didn't know what order they were going to be in. So I was thinking that I was watching 1 through 6. But I think I watched like 1 and 2 and 14 and 12 and 4. It's always surprising to see what the next episode is going to be. And the ones that I haven't seen, to watch them. Even with all of them, like I get to watch them like I've never seen them before, even though I was there. And that's what I appreciate about it. I think that's the sign of some good writing, some good acting, some good directing, some good production, that you can watch it and not be hypercritical of the things that you did.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, you mentioned you were a little nervous. You are stepping into this iconic role as the bailiff. What was going into your mind whenever you find out, like, you're putting on the uniform, you're stepping into the courtroom?
Oh gosh, just thrilled and honored. I kept thanking everybody. Thank you so much for giving me a chance. Because I have a name, but I am not a name. And I knew how hard I had worked up until that point. So it's not like I haven't put the time and I haven't put the work in, that I haven't paid my dues. It's just that getting this kind of opportunity, and this is not even the first pilot that I've shot. The third time is the charm was what I was thinking coming into this. So I definitely felt very honored, very blessed, and just ready to let's get down to business. Yeah, I was ready.
Yeah, well, and you've got these predecessors who are wonderful, but I feel like Gurgs has really shown she's so fun. Tell me about making her character your own and really carving out this area for yourself.
Yeah, I think, every time I talk about her, I always find something new. It's very much in the moment, but it's also kind of stream of consciousness, the way that she talks to people. So if she has a thing that she's trying to accomplish, say her objective is to motivate you, it's just anything and everything that she thinks is going to motivate you, she says. And it doesn't matter what order she puts it in, as long as the end result is you being encouraged, then she's won.
Yeah, I am loving her. How much of what she's going into whenever she goes on to her, encouraging rants, how much of that is in the script? How much of that is you? Because it just really comes off as so natural.
Yeah, I think everything that is said is in the script. I'm not one to improv. If you put these words in front of me, I'm going to say them. But I think the way that my mind works and the way that I understand what's on the page is what then colors it, is what is then, so it's the words, but it's the way that I am filtering it that makes it different. Because if someone else were to read the same words, they're not going to say them the same way that I am. But I think because I have such a huge Rolodex of shows that I watched in the past, and things that I can call back to, because I can filter it that way, then that's the way that it comes out. And so it's interesting and fresh. And I definitely, people have said I put emphasis on the different syllables. So that makes it fresh too. Yeah.
It's charming. I love it.
Yeah,
now,
thank you.
Getting into kind of your experience with Night Court before you were on Night Court, was that something that you were watching earlier in your life, or was that something you kind of came to before you got the role?
Yeah, I feel like I've been here before. I feel like this might be a third time around in this world. I'm very much an old lady when it comes to the kind of things that I watch. I can watch in the heat of the night all day long. I can watch Murder, She Wrote all day long.
Yes.
I was watching As Time Goes By, which was Judi Dench when she was young. I was watching Are You Being Served? I was watching the Patty Duke Show. I was watching Night Court in syndication. So there was always so much that was slightly ahead of my time as far as me being an 8-year-old watching, what was her name? Esther Williams was a swimmer. And all of a sudden in the middle of this was a synchronized swimming. I was fascinated by that. And we had this, I'm digressing. We had this brown shag carpet and I would pretend to swim on the shag carpet and do these little things with her. Like, what other 8-year-old does that but my Piscean imaginative brain? That's where I come from. So that very much dictates the kind of comedy that I do.
Oh, I love that. And I love a Pisces too. So
we're pretty special people.
I agree. So jumping into this, you know of the world already. Was there anything as you're coming in that you're like, I want to pay homage to the original series in this way, in my performance in any way?
I definitely want to honor Richard Moll and Marsha Warfield. And I feel like I've accomplished that. Richard Moll was very, very strange, but in a beautiful and charming kind of way. And Marsha Warfield was very no nonsense, very grounded, and very regal. And I feel like there's just a nice blend of them in Gurgs, but then she stands on her own in her own right. So I feel like I'm taking care of all aspects.
Yeah. And then we've got John there kind of as this bridge from old to new. How was that?
It was amazing. It was amazing. I was doing some research. I was basically looking at jewelry, and I found these awesome pictures of Marsha Warfield as Roz. And I found a beautiful picture of the two of them together. I think she's holding him. And he told me the story about that episode. Basically, they get trapped in an elevator and you find out that Roz is diabetic and he has to help her with her insulin. And I hadn't seen that episode. I saw the episode where she taught him how to ballroom dance. And I told him about that episode when I saw it. And he was like, oh, yeah, that was a really nice one. And just to hear the stories that he has, the memories that he has between where he is today and where he was then, it's really nice. He's got great stories. And just watching him as an actor, I'm just like, oh, yeah, ooh. Yeah, that was really nice. I'm always taking notes because it's magic. It's what he does is very fine.
Oh, absolutely. And moving on to season 2, what are you thinking there? Because that's so exciting.
I don't know. Because there's things I can't talk about. I just want to learn more about everybody, and I want to see where they grow as a work family, and whatever surprises and surprise guests come along the way is going to be magic.
Speaking of surprise guests, I feel like you've had such fun cameos. I mean, like Gary Anthony Williams, Faith Ford, Tara Lipinski. Yeah. Who would be your dream person to bring on in the coming episodes?
Oh, in upcoming episodes? Oh gosh, the list could go on forever. I would love for them to have Queen Latifah.
Ooh.
I would love for them to have Brent Spiner. I mean, come on. Yeah. I would love for them to have, oh gosh. Well, I just saw LeVar Burton on TV last night. Who else?
Bring him in.
The list, everybody. Kenny G could be there. Like I can't even say just one person. Yeah, NBC, get on it. Get on it.
Exactly, yeah. We got the budget. Come on. Yeah. Oh. And moving forward, is there anything that you would like to get into more of with Gurgs? We've seen a little bit of her personal life. Is there anything else that you would kind of dive into there?
I want to just leave it open. And I think that's, I definitely have that kind of sentiment about everything in general. Like I always prayed for success. I just want to be successful. I want to pay my bills. I want to have health insurance, and I want to have a little bit of spending money. And if I just kind of leave it open, I feel like the universe will answer that in a fine way and in a surprising way. So I'm just open to surprises and amazingness and fun times and some more dramatic moments and to see what they have in store. I know that they love us. The writers' room loves us, and what they are going to do for us will probably exceed our expectations.
Yeah, absolutely. And is there anything that you want people to know before we kind of head into the rest of the season? Anything you want to tease that's coming up for people?
Oh gosh, that I first of all, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has tuned in. We came out the gate strong. We're remaining strong, and we've got a second season. And I think that someone commented that every episode gets better and better. Every episode features us more and more, and that's just going to continue to happen. We've got 8 more episodes to go for this season, and definitely looking forward to season 2.
Oh, I'm so excited for everything to come. And I really appreciate you taking the time to talk with me about it.